Alright guys, welcome back. It is a wet day here in Tennessee. It's about 65 degrees. I've actually got my air conditioner on at the truck, which is kind of crazy for February this time of year, but it is what it is. We got a bunch of rain last night. Everything's a mess out here. We're supposed to get about maybe an inch of rain over the next 3 days. So it's going to be a real low productive week at the sawmill. I don't mind sawing when it's raining. It's just when you get those logs out and start moving the tractor and stuff, you just make a mud hole. It never fails. Makes a big mess right there. I need to get me a better area built up around the sawmill with some slate, so when it rains like this, I'm not working in mud. That's a goal right there. I need to work on sometime this year. Maybe about springtime we'll do something like that. I'm headed to town, and I have two main objectives here today. Number one is to get some diesel for the truck. I'm not looking forward to that. I thought I'd take you guys with me on this little trip to see what we're paying for diesel today here in Tennessee. It was getting close to $4 a gallon just a few days ago. I'm not sure what it is today. We'll find out here in just a minute. And more importantly, the second task is stop by my mother's house and pick up some homemade banana pudding. And also, I want to thank everybody on Patreon for supporting me here on the channel. Really appreciate it. Alright guys, welcome back. It's the next day. As soon as I got home yesterday, rain moved in. We got about an inch of rain last night. And I didn't do anything. I didn't get on the sawmill. I didn't get on the tractor. Nothing really got done because of all the rain. It just made a mess out here. So I spent the remainder of my evening on the computer working on these videos. But today's a brand new day, and look at the sky up there, guys. Man, it's nice today. It's almost 70 degrees out here. Fantastic weather. I just got a phone call, and it looks like our new piece of equipment will be here in about 10 minutes. So don't go anywhere. You will not want to miss this, guys. Trust me. Alright guys, this is the TYM 754, and man, it's big. Let's go take a look at it. Look at the size of the front tires on this thing. It comes up almost to my hip. I'm 6'2". This is a big old tire, guys. This is a very big tractor. 74 horsepower, I believe 64 horsepower on the power takeoff. I may be wrong about that, but I think that's right of the power takeoff. It's a shuttle shift, so you do have a clutch. It's got a category 2 3-point hitch on the back. It's also got the third function valve installed on the loader. Now the loader will lift up to max capacity, I think, or max height rather, let me say that right, 3,200 pounds. Which also means if you want to lift something just a few inches off the ground, like a log, taken up to the sawmill, probably a lot heavier than that. Now back here at the rear of the tractor, like I was saying, it's a category 2 3-point hitch. I'll have to do some adjusting to some of my other implements so they will fit on here properly, but that's no big deal. Something that's got that I really like is this lever right here on the top. That way you can adjust your 3-point hitch outside of the tractor. Right there is the third function valve installed on the front of it. I think that's actually a diverter valve. It works pretty much the same way. That's installed right there. So if I put my grapple on, that's where we'll hook it up. Well, here in about 10 minutes, we got some more rain moving in. That's why we got this short video today. It's supposed to rain for the next 2 days. I'll try to come back out here maybe Saturday if it fires up a little, and we'll go inside the cab and talk about the engine and some of the different compartments and some of the different features of this machine. But I just wanted to show you guys what we got since it did arrive today, and I kind of hate sitting on a secret like this, and I was dying to get it out and share it with you people. Some of you guys may be wondering if I'm keeping the 574 since we now have a full-size utility tractor. And the answer is, yes we are. Because what's better than having one tractor? Two tractors, guys. I was serious when I said that on a video the other night. Have one with the grapple, one with the pallet forks to keep the sawmill running, not counting the different tasks here around the farm. And also, guys, if you're wondering where I got this tractor from, it came from Oneida, Tennessee at Oneida Equipment. They are a TYM dealer about 2.5 hours from here. All right, friends, I'm trying to show you all how wide the wheel stance is on this tractor. Check that out right there. It does not do it justice on this video, friends. This thing has a very wide footprint. Now, the transmission on this tractor is a shuttle shift, and if you're not familiar with one of those, join the club. I'm not either. This is the first ever shuttle shift I've ever drove, and it's not too bad. I got used to it pretty fast, but before I start explaining to you guys what it is, I think I'll get some seat time first so I don't walk on myself here, making a mistake and you guys correcting me down in the comments. Seems that happens all the time here lately. But anyways, guys, it's a shuttle shift. It's forward, neutral, and reverse on the column. It's a really nice feature. I've never ran one of those like I was saying, and I really like it so far because it's a synchronized transmission, which means you can change gears on the fly. And here I am explaining this thing. I don't even know what it's like so far. I think I'm going to shut up and get some seat time before we talk about it more. Let's go ahead and answer the big question that everybody's wanting to know, or I got asked in the comments a lot in the last video. Why don't you buy a skid steer? Well, guys, like I was saying earlier, I don't like skid steers as far as my body type goes. It's hard on my back getting in and out of them. And I just like tractors, guys. I tell you, you can't beat a farm tractor for just general use at a sawmill or a farm in general. I just love them, guys. I'm addicted to tractors, I guess you would say. And when the choice came up to add something to our arsenal here as far as equipment goes for handling logs, I never thought twice about it. A tractor was number one on the list. And the reason we went with the 754 is go big or go home, guys. I say it all the time. If you want to get a piece of equipment, a sawmill, a tractor, skid steer, lawnmower, whatever you're looking at, find the model that you think you need and go up one more. So I got a 574 over here. It's worked great at the sawmill. If that's the only tractor I had, I would get by for the next 30 years and be just fine. But I'm getting some large logs in here, guys, some really heavy oak. And it's going to be nicer having a little bit bigger tractor to handle those heavy loads. So when I looked at the TYM lineup, I know I want to stay with TYM. That's been a great tractor so far, no complaints. A 654 may have done what I needed to do here as far as capacity goes, but I went one above that to a 754 right here. And that's the reason I went with this model, guys. I cannot stress that enough. The biggest mistakes I've ever made in life on equipment is buying too small. I don't know how many times I've had to upgrade sawmills or tractors or anything, even chainsaws, because I should have went ahead and bought the larger model and been done with it. Buy once, cry once. A very smart guy says that on YouTube, the Essential Craftsman, and he's absolutely right about that. Buy it, cry about it if you need to. Ask for permission later if your wife don't want you to buy it, and get it over with and go ahead and get the model that you know you're going to need and hopefully not outgrow.